Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Right, let me just sort that camera out. Yeah. Right, we are back with another one, and this is a bit of a re-review, just testing how the beer went kind of thing. So it's one that I've done from the Pinter 3. It's the Yeastie Boys Bigmouth Session IPA. I think once brewed it was approximately 4.5, that's what they said. Not sure what, I think mine come out somewhere between, I'm not sure, it's down as 4.3, but I'm not sure. I think it was somewhere 4.2, 4.6%. Brewed for 8 days, 1 day cold crash. Was it? Or was it 7 and 5? I don't know. Have a look for my original review anyway of the beer on brewing times and the ABV. But this, what I've done with it was I bottled it. So add a few pints out of the pinter, bottled 6 up, bit of sugar in the bottom. I took them out the airing cupboard yesterday. The airing cupboard isn't, I don't think it generally gets very warm, to be honest. I don't know, it just depends. It's a bit odd anyway. But yeah, took them out last night. So that was 3 weeks they've been in. 3 weeks and 1 day, I believe. So about 21 days it's been in the cupboard. So yeah, I'm gonna crack one open and see how it's gone. So it's nice and cold. It's been in the fridge overnight. Now, I'll be honest, I've tried one, and this is why I'm going to put it in this glass. I tried one and I put it in a nucleated glass and it became a little bit of a nightmare. But I'm going to chuck it in this one for now. So just quickly, let me give the glass a wipe and then we'll see how it goes. So let's pop her open, see what we get. Hopefully we're going to get a nice big bang from this, or a pop, and some carbonation in there. So yeah, look at that. Plenty of smoke on the opening there. There was lots of sediment in the bottom of the bottle, so I have sort of rolled it around a little bit. So it should be slightly hazy. When I reviewed it originally, I will say initially, I thought it was really good. I'd say blew me mind. In terms of pinter beers, it blew me mind, if you like. But as I got further down, it sort of went back to being how a lot of pinter brews are. The same sort of taste and what have you. So we'll see what we get from this one. Nearly all in there. It's nearly all in there. There's a lot of floaty bits in there. There's a lot of haziness. Chill haze on the glass, but it is hazy. There's a few floaty bits in there, as you can see. Gentle bubbles going up. You might not be able to see, actually. But there are some gentle bubbles going up. It's looking a bit darker in the camera, I would say. Holding it up against the light, it's sort of like a light lemon sort of golden colour, if you like. A nice compact finger ahead on top. It doesn't appear to be going anywhere. So let's go in on the nose, give her a little bit of a sniff, and then we'll give it a taste. And we'll see if this bottling process for these has been successful. Yeah, citrusy. You still get that typical, maybe sweet maltiness. I'm not going to say it's the yeast, because I swear there's different yeast strains in all these beers. But maybe it is, I don't know. But it's almost a sweet, a little bit of a sweet sort of malty, the syrup, if you like, that you use to put in the beer. It's got that sort of sweetness to it. A sort of little bit of sourness on the nose. Hopefully the beer's all right, but it's got that little bit, I think it is, because you do get that with some of these sort of IPAs as well. Sort of lemon, lime, orange sort of citrusness. Smells, to be honest, exactly how it did when I had it. So let's dive in and give the old Yeastie Boys Bigmouth Session IPA somewhere between 4.2, 4.5, maybe 4.6 even. I don't know, 4.4, was it 4.4 maybe? Let's give her a taste anyway. Cheers. Yeah, it's got quite a big sort of sour tinge to it. I'm not going to say off sour, but it's got that sort of sourness to it, that sour edge, that sort of lemon lime sort of citrus note sort of sourness. You sort of notice it to start, it's still there now, even after this mouthful, but it does wear down a bit. So whether it's just me and my mouth today, I don't know, but it does sort of wear off and tone down a little bit the more you drink. Body wise, it's a light beer. It's light in ABV, but it's not watery by any means. There is a little bit of weight to it. Like I say, for something of this percentage, it's probably pretty good in all honesty. Certainly better than the Red Stripe Lager I was drinking. It was 4.7. On the taste, yeah, very sort of citrus, lemon lime sort of hit. See, that sort of sourness is getting lighter and lighter. I think the initial sort of hit with it, because you put hop oil in this, you get that little bit of a, you get the hoppiness and you get that maybe little sort of tart sort of edge to it, but that kind of wears off. So I'm thinking that's more of your palate adjusting kind of thing. Body's decent for the ABV. It's not massively smooth, but it is a lighter beer, and it is quite busy in the mouth with carbonation. As you can see, there's plenty of yeasty bits and gunge, it's not quite exactly gunge, but you know what I mean, in the bottom. There is a tropical feel to it. Yeah, it's all right, really, to be honest. It's all right. Yes, it's a brewed at home sort of beer. You know, it doesn't take long to brew. It's all right, it's been in the airing cupboard for a bit, but this is home brew ultimately. It's not set in professional standards. I don't sit there when I brew it with temperature gauges and all that. But overall, that's a drinkable enough drop. It's definitely one, pardon me, with all them citrus notes. Whew, that's better. We'll get there. Yeah, with all them sort of citrus notes, that tropical feel, it's a hot day beer. I mean, this would have been lovely, if I'm totally honest. Out in Jamaica, that would have genuinely gone down a treat. So yeah, on this occasion, and yet again, really, to be honest, the bottling's going really well. Not really had any failures, if I'm honest. The Yeastie Boys Bigmouth Session IPA, yeah, it's taken to my bottling well, and quite frankly, it's still as good as when I had it, when I first had it out the machine, or once, you know, when it was first brewed, shall we say. So yeah, initially the first pint out of the machine at the time was fantastic, and then it sort of settled, I guess, and maybe it was just one of them. I don't know, maybe it was just the palate adjusting, but yeah, overall, decent drop out of the machine. And certainly as session IPAs go, it's definitely got a bit more to it than what you get in the supermarket. So yeah, there's my thoughts on this one. If you've brewed this beer before, let me know what you think. I know it got a little bit of a slate in. If you tried bottling it, let me know how yours has turned out and what you think of the beer once you've bottled it. That's it. If you've got a pint of 3, give it a go. Will you like it? It's like any beer, I suppose. You either like it or you don't. Different tastes. I think it's all right. I think it's probably one of the better ones, and certainly pretty decent for a session IPA. So that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you in peace. Quick shout out to my friends Paul and Michelle in Spain. Have a good one, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers.